Hello again. Let me just explain that the Cadena de Mano, Filipino boxing, and whatever name it goes by, it's a series of progressions, right? You progress from different instructors, you progress from experience, you progress from fighting, but the very basis of it all comes from lots of different people, which you take their concepts. You not necessarily take their techniques, but you take the concepts of what they're trying to induce to you, right? The objectives that they're trying to make. And so one of my first instructors was Angel Cabales, and we did a lot of Serrata system. And within that school came people like Dentoy Revelar, who in my mind is a very, very fantastic escrimador. Then there was Max Sarmiento, who was basically my mentor for empty hands. And at some point we had also Leo Jerome there, the master of the Largo Mano system. And with those instructors there, I did a lot of empty hands with Max because he was basically a knife fighter. And his motions were so smooth, it was direct, it was quick, it was to the point, and he powered everything behind it. And his motions and his movements were so clear that it caused me to emulate him, to create that foundation of being quick, objectives, hitting the objectives, making it work, making it move. And then after I kind of figured out the basis for all of the empty hands and also some boxing, my dad came into the picture, and his empty hands were very much geared towards knives and making things work in the real sense. He owned his own casino back then, and he was his only bouncer, and he was well respected in the community because of his prowess in the martial arts, which really wasn't shown, but it was his attitude, his charisma, the way that he did things reflected on how he had enough confidence to do the things he did while he was alive. And I understood it once I figured out that he was a lot better than I was. And so when he showed me all the things that he had to go through and learn and all this, I picked up a lot of combative type of instruction from him. And his objective was the same as Max's: always finish the guy off, don't play the game. Look at the street value of it. The guy's coming, you're not in a perfect world. The guy's always coming to attack you at a different distance, a different speed, a different weight, different size. So all those things you put together, and you make them work through your, in my 30 years of doing this, I come across so many different people, hundreds of different styles and people and what they do. And I try to stay as style neutral as I can to make sure that what I do progresses forward in the way that I want it to progress, and not to take and steal from other people, but to look at the concepts of what they're doing.